We're making a short video on what is a three-port motorized valve, also known as a mid-position valve, on a heating system. So here we have the perfect example: Honeywell 22mm three-port valve, mid-position valve. Now I will just explain quickly how this works. So we have three ports, all labeled. So we have one labeled AB, the next one's A and B. So AB will be our heat, primary flow coming from the boiler. So this will be our heat coming in. Port A will go to our central heating, usually radiators, sometimes underfloor heating, or sometimes both. Port B will go to heat our hot water cylinder. So this will go to the flow into the coil and then obviously come back out the other end of the coil and return back to the boiler. Anyway, so this valve in its default position, so when it's unpowered, because obviously we've got a motor here and we've got a cable coming from that motor with 5 wires which need to be wired in correctly. So when we call for heat, so the default position, we'll just see inside here, you can see there's a rubber ball inside. Here is port A, and we can see that in a default position, port A is blocked by the rubber ball. So any heat going in through AB port will go automatically to heat the hot water cylinder. If I just show you now, here we have a lever and you can manually open the valve. So I'll just slide this lever across, and while I do that, if you look inside, you see the ball moving to the center. That is now in what they call mid position. So now any heat coming through the AB port will be evenly distributed to our central heating, i.e. radiators on the floor heating, and also to our hot water cylinder to heat the water. These three-port valves are more commonly known to have faults than the other system, which is an S-plan system, which consists of two-port valves. So more often than not, it's an issue with the motor or the electrics inside that head of the three-port valve. So in these cases, it's possible just to leave the body intact in position, so therefore no need to drain the system. We just simply take off the cover of the head and unscrew it and install a new head and wire it into the wiring center, and generally that solves the problem. However, sometimes it may be an issue with the body and the ball inside might be stuck in a certain position. Therefore, customer might not be able to have hot water, or will have hot water but not heating, no matter what they do with the programmer. This is then shows that the body needs to be replaced. So then the whole system would need to be drained and the body would be replaced, and the system would then need to be filled back up and bled completely. And if you have a regular boiler with a gravity system, especially a Valent, then this can at times take up to and over 3 hours just for filling up, bleeding, and to get the boiler to stay on. Because I say Valents because Valents are very sensitive to air, so the slightest little air pocket and it will just going to lock out